Once upon a time, in a kingdom beyond the mountains and across the shimmering lakes, there was a little princess named Isadora. Isadora wasn't your typical princess, she was full of curiosity and always wished to explore the world beyond her palace walls. Her most treasured possession was a pair of red shoes that sparkled like rubies under the sunlight. One day, after hours of begging, she finally convinced her parents, the king and queen, to let her explore the wildflower meadows surrounding their castle. Only if you promise to be home before sunset, the queen declared, placing the red shoes on Isadora's eager feet. With an excited nod, Isadora dashed out, her red shoes leading the way. As she danced through the fields, she felt light as a feather. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a rainbow-colored butterfly fluttered by, its wings shimmering with magic dust. Entranced, Isadora followed the butterfly deeper and deeper into the meadow until she reached a hidden glen she had never seen before, filled with flowers dancing to an unheard melody. In the midst of the flowers stood a tall, elegant lady with hair like spun gold and eyes as deep as the ocean. She wore a flowing gown that seemed to change colors like the seasons. "Welcome, Princess Isadora," she said with a warm smile. "I am Lady Veridia, keeper of the enchanted glen. I see you're wearing the legendary red shoes. They hold great power, you know." Isadora looked at her shoes in awe. "What kind of power?" she asked. Lady Veridia twirled her fingers, and to Isadora's amazement, the flowers around them began to dance even more energetically. "The power to make everything around you dance, but only if your heart is pure and filled with joy," Veridia explained. Curious and excited, Isadora tried to make the flowers dance by moving her feet. To her delight, they did. The flowers swayed, twirled, and even jumped with her every motion. Overjoyed, Isadora danced and danced until she was out of breath. Lady Veridia chuckled. "Remember, princess, with great power comes great responsibility. Use the red shoes wisely and always for good." Suddenly realizing how late it was getting, Isadora thanked Lady Veridia and hurried back to the castle, just in time for sunset. From that day on, every time Isadora wore her red shoes, she used their power to bring joy and happiness to her kingdom. She made the trees sway, the rivers ripple in harmony, and even the birds chirped in tune with her steps. One day, as she was making her rounds bringing cheer to the villagers, she noticed a sad little boy sitting by a dried-up well. His eyes were teary, and his face carried a look of hopelessness. Touched, Isadora asked, "Why are you sad, little one?" "Our well has dried up, and we have no water," he replied. Without hesitation, Isadora began to dance around the well. The ground trembled slightly, and before their eyes, water began to bubble up from the depths, filling the well once more. The boy's eyes widened in amazement and joy as he ran to tell his family. Tales of the dancing princess spread far and wide, bringing people from distant lands to witness her magical performances. Though the days were often busy, Isadora never forgot Lady Veridia's words. She used her power not for fame or fortune but out of love for her people. However, news of her incredible shoes eventually reached the ears of the sinister sorceress Morgath, who envied Isadora's happiness and power. Eager to seize the shoes for herself, Morgath disguised herself as an old woman and approached Isadora one day. "Oh, dear princess, could you share some of your happiness with an old, weary soul?" she croaked.